instrument of exaltation. I was born to lift the name above all names. You hear the melody of all creation, but there's a song of praise that
Welcome back,
only
people.
I
That
can bring.
song you just listened to was Who Else by Gateway Worship here on Dorm Room Disciples, our Christian podcast on campus. I need to give the intro. So this is episode 4, guys. So if you already don't know what you're listening to, make sure you go back and watch episode 1, 2, and 3.
That's how you count.
Yeah. Because this is the 4th one. Or is
Really?
it the 3rd one? No, this is some episode. Leave in the comments, because I'll probably check it later, but leave what episode we are on, because I apparently can't count. But anyways, we have a reoccurring special guest here on our show, Libby Freeze. You want to say hi?
Hi, everyone.
And we have our other co-host, Kayden Smitke,
What's up, guys?
and obviously the other host, Mygel. So Isaiah is not sick anymore, because he got better, and then he went on family vacation without any of us, so...
How rude.
Yeah. But before we get into the questions, because if you've watched this show or podcast or listened to the podcast, you can't watch a podcast, you can listen to it. Anyways, let me get on with my point. But we go into questions from campus first. But just how are we doing? How's your day going?
My day is going well. I had a group project over in the graphic design world, and there's 2 groups, and one group had an absolute horrible day. They were yelling at each other and getting mad at each other, and our group is all happy and let's do this. Yeah, everybody good with that? And then decisions are made. They're having a harder time with that, and it's funny, but I feel bad for them. But my day is going well. And I scared someone really bad today when I was walking out of the career academy. But yeah.
My day is going pretty well, too. I was at a middle school doing practicum teaching.
Yikes.
Middle schoolers were really good today, so that was nice.
Wow.
That's awesome. My day has been going really well. I kind of shared my funny story of the day to Kayden and Libby before we got in here. But long story short, one of my campers, so if you don't know, my birthday is in February. I'm not going to say the date because I don't want identity theft or anything. But my birthday is in February, and one of my campers texted me hey, what are your plans for your birthday? And it was just really random because it's in 4 months. But yeah, so he wants to hang out on my birthday, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that was kind of my fun story of the day. But anyways, let's get into questions from campers. How are we balancing homework and faith?
Ooh.
I
go
will
first.
go first. I guess I always do. So balancing homework and faith is, in high school there's just a lot of homework, especially middle school. Because this question makes sense because they go from middle school where you have practically nothing to do, no homework, no big projects, to high school where, freshman year is still pretty easy, but then you just get a lot more homework. So it can be hard to go from having all this free time to much less free time. But kind of said it last time, everyone's life is different. Everyone's daily walk, I would say, will look different. So some people might have the time for to do a 30-minute Bible study at the start of the day and then another hour-long devotion at the end of the day, while other people only have the time at the end of the day. So there's no quote-unquote right answer for this. It's just whatever how do I phrase this? Whatever works best with you. So, if you're a morning person, I am not a morning person. So I know, actually, one of my friends, he does his Bible devos in the morning, but I cannot do that as I am late to class in the morning because I just sleep in late. But he does it in the morning as he goes to bed early, but I just like staying up late, so I do mine in the night. So it's if you're a morning person, get up before school and read do your daily devos or do a Bible study with someone in the morning. And there's other great things in high school, especially FCA, Young Life stuff in high school. So I guess also go to those when you're in high school. And yeah, that's kind of all I have to add right now.
I mean, at least for me, I was homeschooled my high school years, and then, but in elementary school and kind of into middle school, those were, like you said, you didn't really have homework, really. You just came to school and you did your thing. High school years, since I was doing double the school because I was trying to get done 2 years early, my class load was so much. I did school from 7 o'clock in the morning all the way to 5 o'clock, and then I went to work after that for a few hours. So my workload was a lot. So coming to college, it was different. I had bigger projects that were more spaced out and not as much little projects like I would in each class. So that made it easier to keep up on things. But then on the side of like trying to stay involved in my church, I just made the priority that anytime the doors were open to the church that I would be there. Any opportunity there was to serve, that I would be doing that, because that helped lifted my spirit and that helped keep me in a better mood, that whenever it came to catching up on schoolwork, I could get that stuff done because I wasn't in a bad mood or having a bad spirit about things.
To go off kind of what Kayden said, you have to really make it a priority. You know, I think faith would definitely come before homework. So make sure that's your priority. Not that homework isn't important, that you do have to do that. But yeah, just make that a priority and make sure you are doing that every day. You know, you'll be able to carve out time if you really wanted to. And like Mygel said, that's kind of dependent on your own lifestyle. I mean, some people might only have time for 10 minutes, but, you know, just make sure that you are doing it, you know, making it a priority instead of other things. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, it's important to do something other than do nothing. As, yeah, like they both said, you definitely have time in your schedule to carve out, whether it's 10 minutes or 30 minutes, but it's much better to spend 10 minutes with God than just say, I'm too busy, and then doom scroll for those 10 minutes. So you can definitely carve out time in your schedule, and consistency is key. So if you just keep doing it every single day, obviously there might be days you mess up. But if you say, hey, every day at 8 p.m., I want to spend 15 to 20 minutes with God. If you just keep doing that, after a week or two, it's just going to become a routine, and it'll be just much easier to spend time with God rather than trying to, like, every day find a different 15 to 20 minutes of time to spend with God, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that was kind of a short answer, but does anyone else have anything to add to that?
No, just keep it a priority, and everything else will work itself out.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for that question. We're only doing one question today to kind of like keep stretching out these questions. But you're going to hear Who You Say I Am by. Give me half a second to find who that song is by, because I did not write it down. Of course, I did not write it down. But what are some of your favorite worship songs? While I try to find the artist of this song, Kayden.
Oh boy, wait. Now I have to look. I have a lot that I really enjoy. Some of my favorites are usually like different renditions of hymns. I really like those. Like Bryce Davis, he has a ton of renditions of hymns, and I think those are really good. But I have a lot of artists that I like.
Gonna be honest, I don't listen to any worship music, mostly because I don't really like it. If I do, it's always hymns. Mm-hmm.
Well, while they stalled for me, I was able to find the artist of the song. So you're going to listen to Who You Say I Am by Hillsong Worship as we get ready for our next segment. So stay tuned.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, he has ransomed He died for me. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child.
And that, fellas and gentlemen and ladies, why did I start like that? I'm keeping that in now.
That's great.
Fun fact, the last episode was actually unedited. It's like we kept everything you heard, like there was nothing taken out of that, and that's what I'm hoping is going to be in this episode.
I did not know that.
I did listen to it through to make sure, because the first 2 episodes, yeah, we definitely need to cut some stuff out. But this episode, everything is hopefully staying in. So if you don't hear this message, that means then we obviously cut some stuff out. So. But what was I saying? Yeah, you just listened to Who You Say I Am by Hillsong Worship. So segment 2 is going to be our favorite stories from the Bible and why. So I will go first, unless we have anyone eager to go first.
Hopefully we just don't have any of the same ones. I mean, there's a lot of them, but the odds of it are pretty close.
I did tell both of them which one I was choosing, or like
You
what
did?
what I was choosing, so I did not steal anything
did not
from
tell
them.
me.
So she's lying. But anyways, I told her it's a
gonna cut
parable,
that
so
out.
that's close enough. There's nothing
Yeah, you
cut
said
out.
a parable. There's a ton of parables.
Just don't choose a parable. Simple. But yeah, I chose my favorite story from the Bible. I heard it for the first time like 5 years ago. I did this one ministry called CEF, Christian Evangelism Fellowship, where it's basically just vacation Bible schools where us as leaders would go out and teach other younger kids about the Bible, and we just choose a lot of different like popular Bible stories. So that's when I learned like I already knew a lot of popular Bible stories, but that's when I learned more like parables, because I never really learned many parables growing up. But yeah, so one of the parables I learned and actually taught, it was my favorite one to teach, was the prodigal son. So I didn't actually not tell you guys, but give a quick like overview of what the story is about, or what the parable is about, if you guys are choosing a parable. So I'll kind of like give a quick overview of what it's about. In Luke, and I'm pretty sure it comes up in other parts of the Bible as well, but specifically in Luke, Jesus is talking to some people, and there's some Pharisees around, and the Pharisees are thinking like, well, why is Jesus hanging out with these sinners? And Jesus knows what they're thinking, so he tells them a parable to kind of like help them understand his idea. So the parable is the prodigal son. So long story short, they're in the story. So by the way, a parable is like a made-up story that typically Jesus would tell to kind of help others understand an idea or something like that. So Jesus tells all of them a parable to help them understand why he does what he does. So the parable starts off with a rich father and 2 sons, and they're brothers, and both the brothers have like everything they ever wanted. Like the father's rich, so they have a lot of servants, a lot of food, a lot of nice clothes, but the younger brother doesn't really like this lifestyle. He wants to do his own thing, and as he does, so he goes to his father, asks for his father's inheritance, which is very disrespectful, as it's like saying, hey, I don't care if you die, I just want your money. So the father gives the son part of the inheritance, and the son leaves, goes out to different countries, parties around, makes a lot of friends. Eventually a famine hits the land, and the son runs out of money. His friends leave him. He has to work a job that he hates. And eventually, after some time, he's like, well, I hate this, and my father's servants don't live like this, so maybe I can go back and be one of my father's servants. He goes all the way back, and before he can even, like, fully get home, his father sees him, runs up to him, says he still loves him, and throws a whole feast for him and accepts him back as his son. And that just, like, I love that so much. That's kind of a comparison of what God does to us. Like, no matter how far we trail off and kind of like walk away from God is always there waiting for us to come back and have a relationship with him, like no matter what we do. So like ever since the first time I heard of it, like that was just always my favorite one, as it's like in life a lot of the times we can feel like we mess up, and even people in our life might leave us, and that can be discouraging, but it's encouraging knowing that no matter what we do, no matter how many mistakes we make, God will never leave us. So yeah.
Okay, I can go. There's a lot that I really enjoy, but one of my favorite ones is Feeding the 5,000. Hopefully that's not the same one as yours. Okay. I really like that one. It's in, I believe, all of the Gospels. And I really like it because, I mean, when you're hungry, Jesus is going to feed you some food. But if there's food involved, I don't know. No, I really like that one because it really just shows that even though you're being fed spiritually, God's going to make sure that all your other needs are supplied because you're putting down yourself, your own flesh. What you need is food, water, and stuff, that you're going to put that down so then you can be ready spiritually to receive what he has for you. And so just him being that grace, having all that grace and mercy towards us, that he, even though we're getting fed and we're putting down our own flesh, that he's still going to supply those needs for us whenever we need them. And I mean, that story, it starts out where he has just a multitude of people just out there listening to him talk, and eventually it gets to the point where the disciples are like, well, we need to feed this group because they're getting hungry. I mean, we have 5,000 people, and that's not even counting, like, children and stuff. And so then food was supplied by a little boy, and that was given out, and it was only, 5 loaves and 2 fish. Okay, 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and that was supplied to feed all of the people. And just having that faith that that was going to get supplied and that was going to be fed to everyone, and everybody was full afterwards. So it just shows how Jesus can fill us up, not only our spiritual needs, but also our physical needs.
Okay, so my favorite, I have 2, but I'll only talk about one, is Abraham and Isaac, when Abraham takes him up to the mountain to sacrifice him after God told him to. One of the reason why this is my favorite is because, one, it's very, if you really think about probably what they were feeling in this moment, Abraham knowing that he's going to have to kill his son, and his son probably none the wiser, just thinking he's going to go sacrifice a lamb to give to God, not knowing that he is the lamb. One that's kind of scary in a little way, And then two, it kind of shows Abraham's faith and how willing he was to follow God, even though God asked him to sacrifice his own child, the one he prayed for, for years. So, I don't know, it's just a sign that, that to follow God, God will help you. I mean, in the end, God just wanted to see how far Abraham was willing to follow him. And I think that's a good showing of how we're supposed to act too in our Christian life, So that's why it's my favorite. But
Yeah, that one's good. I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved all of those Bible stories. And you guys should comment below if you're listening on the YouTube channel. If you're listening like on the BSCMYX, the Mix app, then try to find Kayden, Libby, myself, or Isaiah when he gets back. But tell us like your favorite Bible story. Like, we would love to hear it and maybe even cover it in the next episode, which I will talk about later on in the show. But that's all we have for segment 2. So you're going to listen to Praise You Anywhere by Brandon Lake as we get prepared for segment number 3. Number 3.
Sometimes you gotta dance through the darkness, sing through the fire, praise when it don't make sense. Sometimes you gotta stare down the giant, worship from the lion's den. Sometimes you gotta shout it from the mountain, louder in the valley, trusting that he's gonna get you there. Sometimes you gotta welcome the wonder, wait for the answer, worship with your hands in the air. I'll praise you anywhere. Praise, give him praise, and the highest praise. Give him praise, and the highest. He is worthy, yes, he is worthy of all of the praise.
Dun dun dun, we're back.
We are so back, guys, to the show that we never cut anything. So far, we're at like the 17-minute mark with no music, so we might be like, 23 with 22 with music. We have not cut anything yet, guys. So we're hoping to still finish this last segment without cutting anything. So I just have to not stumble around my words. So that was a key point of what I would cut in the first episode. I just kept stumbling over my words. But segment number 3, I'm getting nervous now. Segment number 3 is a reoccurring segment, Bible verse of the week. So, any fun takers?
I want to go first.
Awesome.
Okay, so this might seem like a weird verse. This is actually one of my favorite verses, and it might seem strange as to why. It's Proverbs 21. It is, wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. The reason I like this verse is because it is so cut and dry. You know, there's no room for interpretation about it. You know, you drink, you're a fool type of thing. That's more so why I like it, because a lot of the Bible could be kind of interpreted.
Interpreted?
No, that's not right either.
Interpreted?
Interpreted?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Whatever.
We are not cutting any of that.
It could be. Say it,
Interpreted.
Different ways. Kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I just think this verse isn't really left to that. You know, you can't. Say it, Kayden.
Interpret it.
A different way. Okay, that's my verse.
Thanks, Mygel. Now you made us like more nervous about talking.
Are you sure it's that? Interpreted.
It's Kayden. I had to think about it for a second. But yes, Kayden is saying it right.
Interpret
You
it.
guys keep going. I'm looking this up.
Well, you should have like the voice thing saying into the mic.
Libby will be right back with
Yeah.
how to pronounce interpreted. Yeah.
Interpreted.
Interpret?
See, you guys keep saying it so much.
No,
so I'm
that
thinking about it
doesn't
like
sound right.
Wait, now we need to wait.
Hold on. Is it gonna work?
Scattereth the wicked. And
What? Hold on. That's
Five love.
of man.
Your Bible lab's going on.
How? Shut up.
Interpret.
Interpret.
Yeah, but when
Is
you're
that what
saying,
you're saying?
yeah, interpret, but then
Interpreted.
interpreted.
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Nope, that's not right either. Just keep going.
Okay, I can do mine.
Quick little English lesson in the middle of this Bible
Episode.
podcast. Yeah.
Okay, I can go ahead and do mine. Mine's from Psalm 33, verse 4. It goes, for the word of the Lord is right, and all his works are done in truth. And I really like that because it really shows that no matter what you think, no matter how you think you should take a situation, the Lord is right in it. And everything he does is done in truth and is done in the right way. And you just need to change your perspective on that to look at what he has and just trust that what he has is what's right for you. So I really like that one.
I got really scared there when she said Psalms because, like,
There's
I
a lot
also
in
chose
Psalms,
from,
though.
Yeah, but the chances, because last week
We were all in the same book and chapter.
Yeah, that was really like wow, that was good. But I also chose one from Psalm. It is Psalm 42.
It's interpreted.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Wait, what?
Interpreted.
Interpreted.
That's not what you were saying, right?
Yeah, interpreted.
That's what she was saying.
Interpreted? Why does that sound wrong?
I don't know.
Interpreted.
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 Maybe it's just how I say it. Maybe I'm pronouncing like.
It sounds like it's
Emphasizing
missing
the T's.
something.
Anyways, I chose mine from Psalm 42. Yeah, Psalm chapter 42, verse 11. It says, "Why am I discouraged? Why is my heart so sad? I will put my hope in God. I will praise him again, my Savior and my God." It's just, I don't know, it's just really encouraging. I actually heard it at church. At Missio, I go to midweek. I help out with middle schoolers there. And the youth pastor was kind of like just sharing about how when we get down, what do we do? So they read it out like Lamentations. And then this was an extra one they read out of Psalm 42, verse 11. And it's just like so powerful. It's like, yeah, why are we discouraged? Because we know God is always with us, will never abandon us. And yeah, we can just always keep putting our hope and our trust and our faith in God, as He will never fail us or leave us. So, kind of another one that's just like self-explanatory, but it's just also really powerful and encouraging.
Yeah, I really like that one. That's good.
Go team.
Go team. Mygel, go team.
But so this is going to be posted today, I guess. So yeah, if you guys are listening to this on November 7th, a Friday, that means it was also recorded on the same day. So we usually do this every other Friday. So the next one's supposed to be coming out Friday the 21st, but it won't be. Our next one will be coming out December 5th because November 21st will actually be a special fun episode with Mystic Media staff. So
Really?
you'll just have to come and see what it's all watch and see what's all about. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And in the 4 weeks that we won't be airing an episode, make sure to leave some comments on this video of what you want us to talk about if we have not talked about it. We still will be covering questions from campers on the next one. And I'm pretty sure then we go to Christmas break after that. Maybe. So, but yeah, I hope you guys have been having fun listening to us have fun. So.
And our word troubles.
But as you leave, I guess before you leave, once again, just please make sure you comment your favorite part of the video like usual. Leave a like if you're listening to this on the BSC MYX, the Mix app, or just on campus. Try to find Kayden, myself, or Libby, or Isaiah, and we just want to hear what you've been liking about this content. And if you're one of my campers that's listening to this, I don't know, text me and say you like this part. So if one of my campers actually texts me, I will give them something. I can't promise money, but
A hug.
I'll give them a hug. But as you leave, here is Gratitude by Brandon Lake.
I got nothing new. How could I express all my gratitude? I could sing these songs as I often do, but every song must end, and you never. So I throw up my hands and praise you again and again, 'cause all that I have is a hallelujah, hallelujah. And I know it's not much, but I've nothing else fit for a king except for a heart singing